So therefore, we cannot have that 1,500 hours. At least we would do 700 hours finally. But doing 700 hours at school, maybe you are going to classes, even English classes, when you are doing, school curriculum, doing school things, you are going to classes and doing all these things. Now you come to classes. What sort of classes? 3 months courses. That is 3 months courses. That is 8 hours. 24 hours. Being unable to capture, catch, receive, acquire, get the spoken skill, you are coming to courses of 24 hours. Do you understand what I mean? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Understood.
So that is the problem. So anybody, I mean, who is thinking about this would find this will not work. Why? 24 hours. We have spent maybe when you are thinking about your classes and everything, it exceeds, it goes beyond, say, 1,000 hours. But you are putting your trust on 24-hour courses. Is it clear, friends?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you think that it is a problem? Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah. If we do the same thing, we will have nothing. Clear? You understand what I mean? Hello,
Yeah.
guys?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. So, therefore, so how can we learn languages then? This teacher, that teacher, this girl, that girl, this Jen, Suranga, oh, everybody, they would say, this is the way you should learn languages. Everybody would say. But how do you know actually whether it works? If it happens so, everybody would speak English language. But it never happens. There are specialists, language specialists. They know how to learn languages. Better we consult them. Better we have to listen to them. Clear? Not to everybody. And if I always speak single language, that is, I cannot speak. No problem. Yeah, that is definite. So I'm going to talk about specialists. Very, very first thing is that you should understand how to learn languages. Do you understand, my friends? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yes, sir.
that is very
Understood.
first thing. Teaching is very easy. I can do teaching. But first, you should understand how to learn languages. I take few minutes for this very important, yeah, thing. Camera, camera, camera. Adi, you like to listen to? Is that so?
Yes, sir.
You like to listen to that? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
like.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Phew. There are people in this world. If you type that in YouTube channel, you would find that. I'll give you the links and you just go to them. They are polyglots. Polyglots are people who have learned good number of languages. So if you speak 3 languages, that is, in a way, you are a polyglot. That is really good. I also like to learn Tamil because I know a lot of Tamil, but I have no idea of meanings of the words because I have watched good number of Tamil films. My favorite actors, Tamil actors, and I know Tamil, but I can't speak. I have no idea what Tamil is. So polyglots They have learned good number of languages and they say this is the way that you should learn languages. Other people say, no, 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 that is not the thing. We have to learn grammar, the full course and everything, and finally they don't speak. අපේ ගමේ අප්පුහාමි මාමා, no college education, not covered school syllabus. Game man, he is doing a bonchiko tour, but he speaks good Sinhala. He has no idea of grammar. But at a funeral house, he would make a speech. If you have a PhD in Sinhala, masters in Sinhala, you cannot do that speech. What Appuhami Mama does. You understand, Alo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appuhami Mama's speech is the speech. Even though you have a PhD, Sinhala PhD, you can't hold a candle to Appuhami Mama. Pandamallandu Abbavat. The body language, the way he uses, the language. But if we go and Appuhami Mama, if we ask Appuhami Mama, do you know that Asambhavya Kriyava? Oh, Varanagima, Vibhakti. I have no idea, they would say. So therefore, learning language is a different thing. First came the language and then we made grammar. Just like music and notes. First the music. Calais Vedda did not write, I mean, sort of music notes or whatever. Puskola Pottala music notes livene hadeu. They sang songs. And then to get an idea about the song, they started writing, people started writing, this is Sari Gama Padaniyo, whatever it is. If you are going to learn music, if you want to learn music, some people would say, oh, if you want to learn music, you go to that books. Notes or whatever, I have no idea. There are books. You read books. If you want to play music, if you want to play guitar, no. First, don't do that. You read books. Yeah, notation or whatever we call it, talang, and you read them. You learn them. No, you cannot go to the field of music by doing that. So therefore, polyglots say, if you want to speak, spoken language is a sound. For sound to come, it should go into your ears, through your ears, into your head. That is what I am doing now. What I am doing is teaching. But you don't understand that. When I speak, the people would think, yeah, Gura is always talking about things. We are doing nothing. Polyglots say, if you want to master language, you should listen to simple language, simple things of that language. Then you are learning. Very first thing. So therefore, if you want to speak, you should send all these things into your head through your ears. If you have no Nescafe powder in the Nescafe machine, you cannot prepare a Nescafe. Even though you have hot water, even though you have different things, you cannot do that. Maybe you have vegetable and everything in your fridge, but you cannot cook. Maybe you know grammar. Grammar දන්නවක්කොට බලන්නකො දැන් කරනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා grammar වලට හොඳයි. හරිද? Grammar කියන වෙනම මාතෘකාවක්. I love grammar. Yeah. But I know that it is not grammar. That is really, really important to speak. Spoken language එකේ grammar තියෙනවා. Yeah, that is it. Why not? Always spoken language has grammar. But to learn that grammar, we can use two methods. One is reading books and reading books and reading books. And what polyglots advice is, their advice is, you learn essential grammar. You learn bit of essential grammar. In Google Classroom, you will you will find that what do we call piece grammar book. You can see that in Google Classroom, your classroom. And first you learn a bit of grammar, little bit of grammar. That is what we call essential grammar. And then what you can do is, then what you have to do is to listen and read. When you listen and read, you will acquire language. Then you can notice grammar. Otherwise, we cannot remember things. ඔබ ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ ගහලා බැලුවොත් එබින්හවුස් ගේ කර්ව් ඔෆ් ෆොගටිං කියලා ඔබ ඉගෙන ගන්න එබින්හවුස් කර්ව් ඔෆ් ෆොගටිං hello Patum, yeah, I can see you. Ebbinghaus curve of forgetting, we tend to forget everything. That is how your brain has been made. If you remember everything that you have done from your childhood, you will be a lunatic, you will be a madman. It's really difficult to remember things. Just like a computer. You cannot put everything into computer because the hard disk, whatever it is not sufficient, no enough space. So therefore you have to remove a lot of data so that you can put new things in. Even, I mean, I think you cannot remember what you have eaten day before yesterday for dinner. Probably if you have been to going to a sort of what do we call buffet or whatever it is. If it is so, you will remember. Otherwise, normal in day-to-day life, you cannot even remember what you have eaten. So how can you keep English grammar and things like that in your head? A lot of things. So therefore, if you want to, if your aim, you have to decide what you want, what sort of English you need. If you want to speak, that is sound. It should go into your head. Even though sound goes into your head, it does not happen. Professor Stephen Krashen's comprehensible input, theory of comprehensible input, he says, listen and listen and listen, but listen something that you can understand. If you are listening to sort of මම මේ කතා කරන ඒවා දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ ඉන්න කට්ටිය සමහර අයට භාගයට භාගයක් තේරුම් නැති වුණාට කමක් නැහැ. ඔබ අහන දේවල් වලින් 50%ක් තේරුණාම ඇති කියලා තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ. යන්තම් මේ කිව්වේ මොකද්ද කියලා තේරෙනවා නම් අපි පන්නනවා වචන පස්සේ. මොකද්ද මූ කිව්වේ? මොකද්ද ඒකේ ග්‍රැමර් එක පාස්ද පැසිව්ද මොන මගුලක්වත් වැඩක් නැහැ. මං ග්‍රැමර් තිත්තටම උගන්වනවා. තිත්තට කියන්නේ තිතට. අත්‍යවශ්‍ය ග්‍රැමර් ටික. තිතට කියන්නේ තිතට. ඒක මං දන්නවා වැඩි. මං සාමාන්‍ය YouTube එකේ ග්‍රැමර් කරන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මේ ආයි මිනිස්සු අල්ලවා දිනවා ග්‍රැමර් කරොත්. ඒකයි මං කරන්නේ නැත්තේ. නැත්නම් මං ආසම ග්‍රැමර් වලට. මේ ආයි ග්‍රැමර් පස්සේ යනවා. මගේ YouTube channel එකට ගිහින් තියෙනවද ඔබ කවුරු හරි? හලෝ.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think now you understand what I am talking about. ඔබට ඇහෙනකොට තමයි පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. මම අද වීඩියෝ එකක් දැම්ම අපේ පන්ති වලට ආපු දරුවෝ කියන දේවල් එක්ක කවුරු හරි දැක්කද?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
ඔව්. ඒක බලන්නකො එතකොට තේරෙයි. මම මූණ දැකලත් නැහැ. මම මෙයාගේ මූණ මට දැන් පේනවා. හරිද? හරිද? මං කියන්නේ දැන් අපි හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ මේ වැරදි මත ටික ඉස්සෙල්ලා අයින් කරගන්න ඕනේ ඔබේ ඔළුවෙන්. දැන් ඔබ මං ගාවට ආපු හින්දා මට ඕන විදිහට තමයි වැඩේ යන්නේ දැන්. ඔබට අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔබට මට ඉංග්‍රීසි උගන්වන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඒක ඉස්සෙල්ලා තේරුම් ගන්න. සොක්‍රටිස් කියන්නේ teacher is a midwife. වින්නපු මාතාව. එයාගේ ජොබ් එක බබෙක් හදන එක නෙමෙයි. එයාගේ ජොබ් එක බබා එළියට ගන්න එක. අපි බබාලා හදන්නනේ හදන්නේ. අපි හිතන්නේ ඔබට බබා නැහැ කියලා. ඉතින් බබෙක් හදන්න try කරනවා. ඉස්කෝලේ වලත් ගිහිල්ලා ඔක්කොමත් කරලා ඔබ මාර ඉංග්‍රීසි ගොඩක් දන්නවා. දෙයියනේ ඒක එළියට ගන්න බැරිද? ඒක එළියට ගන්න ඕනි. ඒක තමයි මගේ ජොබ් එක. ඒ අතර මම කියා දෙනවා මගේ ජොබ් එක ඔබ ඇස්සේ ඔබ ඇතුලේ ඉන්න දරුවා එළියට ගැනීම තමයි මම මේ කරන්නේ. ඒක තමයි කරන්නේ නැත්තේ. අපි දෙන්නම තමයි හදන්නේ. අපි දෙන්න හදනවා අපි කතා කරන්නේත් නැහැ මොකවත් අන්තිමට බලපුවාම. ඇල්බර්ට් බන්දුරා ඉන්දියාවේ සයිකොලොජිස්ට් කෙනෙක් එඩියුකේෂනිස්ට් එයා කියන්නේ learning is observational learning. හරියටම හරි. You learn what you observe. ඒක තමයි පොඩි උන් ඉමිටේට් කරලා ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඔක්කොම පේන්නේ සිංහල නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගන්න සිංහල observational learning. You don't think in English. That is it. හරි. ඒ ඇති දැනට ඒ අදාළ තැන්වලදී මම කියන්නම්. මම පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා ඔබෙන්. මේ ජීවිතේ වැදගත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් මම ඔබෙන් අහන්නේ. ඔබ වෙනම තැනකට මම ගෙනියනවා. මේක මට YouTube එකේ කරන්න බෑ. මේ වගේ තැන්වල තමයි කරන්නේ. Okay.